Hello there. Welcome to Elite Dangerous, and we're going to try today to combine real life physics with this video game, which is a very close representation to the way space simulators would really be. I've been playing this game for a while, and I've heard a lot of people say in the forums, chat rooms, what have you, that the galactic powers, the leaders of those powers, don't really they don't really show their age. For instance, this gentleman here is 114 years old, and he looks to be in his maybe late 40s, early 50s, possibly a little older. This young lady here, she's 25, and she looks like she's still, she's a baby. She's young. Here's a good example. This woman here, she looks like she could be in her 30s or 40s, but is nearly 60. The prime example here is this elderly lady. She looks like she's in her 70s or possibly 80s, and she's 124 years old. The reason for this being is that time is relative. Einstein described this in his special theory of relativity. And I'm going to try to explain that today visually by flying in a spaceship, of course. Now, say we wanted to travel across the galaxy. This is known human space, this bubble here. Everybody lives in these spaces. And then if we wanted to travel to a distant part of the galaxy, we see that this is describing 24,800 light years away. So it takes light, as we see I've marked right here, one measurement of light. Any measurement. It could be a year, it could be a second, it could be an hour, whatever you want to say. It does not change. The speed of light is constant. Now, in this game, you're able to travel faster than light. Somehow, 1,000 years in the future, human beings have been able to overcome the barrier of the speed of light. So that is why the characters look younger than what they are, is because these people have been traveling in hyperspace, and the effects on their body is apparent. So what I will do now is I will launch the ship, and we'll start flying towards the nearest star. And then during that time, I'll show you just what is happening to my character and why he doesn't age. So right now,
ship released.
We're
Engines
in
engaged.
pretty much a stationary state of being, right? So I have a target set. That target is 12,684 light seconds away. It's the nearest star. In fact, if I pick a different target, this target for instance, that target is a little bit farther away, I believe. And I think that's the one we want to go for. So there we go, 179,000 light seconds away. Right now I'm traveling 129, I believe the measurement is 129 kilometers a second, if I'm not mistaken. So what we'll do is we'll activate our
Cannot comply.
we'll activate our frameshift
Landing
drive as
gear
soon as I
retracted.
retract my landing gear. Okay, so now we're traveling even faster. We're traveling nearly 260 kilometers a second. And once we engage with mass lockout, see, this game is very in-depth. Alright. So now, we're going to start heading for this object, star, off in the distance. And we will start to travel millions of meters a second. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million meters a second. And it's climbing. The throttle's at full bore. It'll still take several minutes for us to travel that distance. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you in the small window here just what's happening. So we have this card, which will be our measuring stick, and I've put here two static states of being, 20 and 20. This maybe be your age, maybe hours, whatever you want to call it. It's all relative. And then we have our measuring unit, and we will show which way time is traveling, which is going to be this way. Okay. So, when you're traveling faster than the speed of light, time doesn't travel in a line anymore. It travels, these are your units of travel. It travels at a different rate for you, not for everybody else. It's still the same. So we'll now just to make sure that there's no trickery, we're going to measure on the card the same amount. Okay. So then we can show the unit at any angle. One, let's just do 3 units of time. 2 and 3. Now this is you traveling at speed, and we'll mark a dot for each unit of speed traveled. 1, 2, 3. Age has got a little race there, but you understand. So now we'll measure this same unit of time traveling at a static. 1, 2, and 3. Huge difference. Show it here a little bit better. So when you're traveling faster than the speed of light, 1, 2, 3 units of time travels much. There's much more time that is experienced than someone who is traveling faster or close to the speed of light. At any speed, really. Even as we sit here and I walk through a room, or I get in a car, the time that I'm moving is slower than someone who is standing still watching from an objective point of view. So that's the reason why the characters are not as aged. And I hope that explains a little bit better for everyone. And thank you for watching. Take care.